Hi, everybody. Today is Harry Potter Day again. I didn't. I ran out of time last night, so I'm going to have to give everybody a huge apology today. And whoops, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on. Um, but I did not get the piece of sheet music done that I needed to write today. I got it mostly done. I got to remember when I'm going from scratch, I need about 3 more hours, and so we're gonna play tomorrow's final version of Harry Potter is happening tomorrow. So I figured, well, it probably wouldn't hurt to run through it one last time prior to tomorrow's epic performance. And so that's what we're dealing with here. Let me post a link over on our website, jollyrogerukulele.com. And it's going super slow because everybody's trying to log in at the same time. And I think I got it up and running now. So let me check and make sure it works. And then I'll sit here and offer my mea culpas. And then, where it's Medley. Okay. It opens up just fine. And this, oops, hold on. Wait a minute. What did I do? What did I do here? Hold on. Link to join. Oh, I did a weird thing. Hold on. I didn't do it right. I didn't do it right. No, I haven't goofed that up before. Yeah, no, you will get in time warp. I have it about 3/4 done. I just I didn't finish it up. I got the wrong thing going here. Hold on. Everybody's going to be like, what the heck are you doing? I made an error, people. I hate it when I goof up. Hold on. Let me go get this here again. Click, copy, close, edit page, link, paste, shift, highlight, link, enter, edit, settings, open in a new window, update. Now people will be able to get it. Right now they're looking at Harry Potter Medley going, what is the deal here? We'll probably blew out a few people because of that. Let me see if it's working now. I don't know how that happened. YouTube. There we go. All right, that'll get everybody in. All right, we're all set now. Gosh, that was harder than it should be. Sound is good. Lighting is good. Thanks, Vic. Sounding good. Hello from Greeley. Sound is good. Hey, Lanny. Deb probably told you there's no heat in the building over there. And there's just no. I was there yesterday. It was like an ice box. It was terrible inside there. Problem with old building like that is it traps whatever it is, right? And so it was cold for a few days. Now it's just trapping all that heat in there. They are working on the boiler. I don't think they're going to have it done by tomorrow. So can we postpone for a week? Let me know. I want to make sure that we have a little opportunity to chat, see how you're doing, and so it'd be better for me if we postponed until next week. Should have the heat back on over there, and I think it'll be better for both of us. Sure, awesome, cool. Thank you, Lanny. I appreciate it. So I'll put you down for the next Saturday, and then. And I'll have a whole week off after that. I'll be in a positive space. Lindy's in. Sound is good. Hey, Pauline. Gary and Diane are here today. And I sent you guys to the wrong link right off the bat. So hopefully everybody is now resetting their computer and going back. Let me fix this one thing. I have mixed. These cameras are mixed blessing. Let's see. Barbara made it in. Sorry, I sent you guys to the PDF of Harry Potter. Pull out your Harry Potter, and then we'll talk about my failures as a composer and arranger once everybody gets in. I always like to make sure that I'm honest about my failures, right? All right, Amy's in. Good morning, Amy. Laurel, that was weird. Yeah, I know. The link, yeah, I know. I don't know how it ended up linking to the PDF because I wasn't working on the PDF, but there it went. So I sent you to a pretend page, and then I sent you here, right? So only the people who really want to be here are here. Rita made it in. Hi, Rita. Jacqueline, ready for magical melody. By the way, it was cute. This morning I was working on Time Warp, really trying to get it done. Really like, oh man, I'm almost gonna make it. And then there was this thought in my head. It was like, oh, it's close enough. Just post it. And then I thought, you know what? No. And then Donna came out. Donna works in the other bedroom. She has her studio over there and I have my studio over here. My studio is better than her studio. But she came out and she goes, I really like that song. And I says, I know. I said, we're having a really good week of fun music. And she goes, yeah, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Time Warp, what was it, Hedwig. I mean, seriously, who else is doing this kind of music? Come on. Probably somebody. I don't know who. So let your friends know. This is where it's happening. This is awesome. Fran made it back in. Elizabeth is here. Connection problems. You just watched Jack Black's what? Now I want to know. Oh, Jack Black's Time Warp. Senator Warren. I didn't know he did one. I'll have to go look at it. That's funny. I try not to, when I'm doing the arrangements, get overly influenced by other performers. And I will tell you, those of you who are Beatles fans are about to get a seat, Gary. We told you. So get ready for that. Laurel, let's see. I just went to YouTube. Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, and you guys know that if you're logged in into your Gmail account or into your YouTube account, you don't need to go through Jolly Roger. You can absolutely just come straight here. On your list of subscriptions, obviously you're subscribed to me because this is the most important channel in the history of the world. Then it will just tell you that I've gone live, and you can go and run directly through YouTube. It pops up right at the top of the page. One of the guys I follow, I got to go tell you who it is. He just broadcasts classical guitar music 24/7 on there. And so it's always at the top of my page saying, yep, this is live right now. He's actually turned it off today. How funny. But right now, lo-fi hip-hop radio, beats to relax to study through that. They're live right now, and they go all day long. I'm not sure why I'm subscribed to them, but apparently I am. Oh, wait, I'm not. That's my front page. If I go to my subscriptions, yeah, nobody else is live. I'm the only one live. Come on, guys, step it up. So yeah, so you don't necessarily have to go through that. Go through Jolly Roger. Let's see. Yeah, no, it was me. Anytime that something terrible happens, it's probably my fault, and it's just easier that way. Let's see. Let's see. Jack and Barbara are here today. Cindy's here. Linda. Yeah, no, your tail is not broken. All right. Carol made it in. Terry is here. Marianne Cipher. Marianne just said what I thought this morning. They haven't been practicing Harry Potter. Well, it'll be fine if we practice. All right. Red's here. Clay's here. Okay. You're all here. Here's the situation. I'm going to prove I know what I'm talking about. Okay. You see it? Time warp. Okay. See all that? 3/4 done. 3/4 done. Don't quite have it done. Now, here's what I could do. This is what I told myself I'm never going to do ever again. Back in the day when I had a job, and you know how you just get it close enough and move on. That's my whole life, right? All from the beginning of time until I became seriously involved in ukulele. You just get it close and you go on. That's just how life works. Get it as close as you can, move on. I told myself I'm going to do music right. And so I have this thing. I could post it right now. And it's kind of close, but it's not what I do. Every single piece of music that I see on the internet, it's kind of close and somebody moved on. I don't like doing that. And I've had to do that occasionally for the orchestra. Those of you who know I'm in my local orchestra here, for these guys, I've had to kind of get it close and move on from some stuff we do there, but I don't like it, right? And for you guys, especially here on YouTube, where it's going to get posted in, and theoretically, the Russian bots are going to take it, and I'm busy. I'm probably huge in Russia right now. I want them to have the good stuff, and so I want you guys to have the good stuff. So I have Time Warp. I need to get it good, and so I'm going to need a little bit more time tonight. I do have about an hour's worth of free time, maybe 2 if I work it properly to finish this up, and that should be enough. So that's number one. I want you to have the good stuff, so I'm not giving it to you quite yet. Second of all, part of the reason is that I am the president of the condo, and people keep moving in the front doors, and they're not allowed to move in the front doors. And I ran down this morning to go grab a cup of coffee. ta-da, and I came back and there's a big moving van out front, and that's when I have to lose it, right? So I went down there and I'm making sure they're not actually moving. They weren't; they were just stopping. But it wasted a good half an hour of me being Mr. President of the condominium. So that messed me up. And then finally, here's the one that those of you who are Beatles fans are going to do this. Okay, you know how I sometimes say, now Beatles fans, you're going to have to accept the fact that we're taking a band and we're putting it onto 2 pieces of paper and onto this much musical fretboard. So you're going to have to make some compromises. You're going to have to accept the fact that it's not note for note exactly what you're used to hearing. And Beatles fans are like, well, we don't like that. But they get fine. They get fine. Rock opera, one of my favorite things that has ever been written. I'm busy, my favorite song from the rock opera, and I'm busy saying to myself, okay, Gary, you don't have to have every single note. You can go ahead and make some compromises. You can make it fit on ukulele. You can do all the stuff you usually do. And then part of my soul is busy dying at that moment. And so you're going to get, it may be more pages than I would typically let a song go, because I am sort of obsessed by this, and I'm sorry. So that's my way of saying I'm working on it. It's going to be great. And I'm going to work really hard to make it not be 18 pages long. And you will end up with a really nice version of Time Warp. And Beatles fans, please go, aha, see, now you know what it feels like. And so now I know what it feels like. All right. Now, next things up. So we're going to play Hedwig today. So get Hedwig out. You haven't been practicing anyway. It's good to play one more time. Your musical theory thought for the day, and then I'm going to give you one job. Okay. Treble clef, right? Sometimes called the G clef. We like this in ukulele. It's where we live. First, remember that from second grade, and you didn't think you needed to pay attention in second grade, but here we are again. This line, all of the E notes fit on there. This line, G, all of the G notes fit on there. This line, B, all of the B notes fit on this line. The next to the top line is all of the D notes fit on there, and then all of the top line is F. All of the F notes fit on there. It's important that you know there are more notes that are up above here, and there are also lots of notes that are down below here. And so we don't talk about the notes that are down below here because they're not on your instrument. You don't have access to those, okay? And the notes above here, you do have access on to lots of these notes. So your instrument goes up here higher up. When the notes go above the fret, above this clef, and a clef is just an idea. It's not a real thing. It's just a theoretical construct of how we're going to arrange notes so that you can read them. It's just an idea. When the notes go above that, we have to add in ledger lines. Okay, that was the secret answer for today's quiz, is ledger line. That line here is called a ledger line. There is one ledger line underneath the treble clef, and then it turns into the bass clef. Okay, and there are lots of other clefs out there. There's alto clef and a couple other, for certain instruments they have their own clef. But this ledger line, the one right below the bottom line, is this middle C. Okay, and you have middle C on your instrument. Your job is to know by tomorrow where your middle C is on your instrument. It's actually a pretty simple answer. You guys are lucky that on a piano, frankly, middle C makes a lot of sense. It's the C that's in the middle, right? And you actually have that on your instrument as well. So find your middle C on your instrument. The other notes on a clef are the spaces, F-A-C-E. So the spaces spell face, and the lines are every good boy deserves fudge. That seems to be the popular one right now, deserves fudge. I was taught every good boy does fine, but whatever you want to use. And there's some actually cute ones out there that some music teachers have thought up for kids that are a lot cooler than this, but every good boy deserves fudge is how most of us learned it. Not unimportant that the note right above here is G. That's going to come up in your life, and the note above that on the first ledger line above is an A. So those I find very helpful to remember, that those are hanging out there. So that's your musical theory thought for the day. Your only homework is figure out where middle C is on your instrument. By the way, it's in your resources, so don't stress out about it. You'll figure it out. There's that. Let's play Hedwig. Let's see, Liz, does anyone else have a really bad connection? Glad you're here, Evelyn. Are you guys having bad connections, or are you able to hear? Give me some feedback here. If you're able to hear me and your connection's fine, or is Elizabeth having a unique situation? Hedwig. I'm not seeing. Okay. Okay. Red says it's all good. Okay, she's good. All right. All right. Well, must be Weld County. Let's see. Hedwig. Where's Hedwig? E F G. I gotta learn to alphabetize. E F G H. Oh, it's Hogwarts medley. That's what we call it. Like, why isn't it there? Hogwarts medley. That's what we're working on. All right. So this is our big piece from a couple weeks ago. Lots of stuff going on here, and I just want to take today to review it. Okay, tomorrow we will play everything. I should, God willing, and the creek don't rise, have time more posted for you. Well, certainly by first thing in the morning, but hopefully tonight. All right, you guys are fine. All right, so Hogwarts. Let's walk through it again. We'll talk about all the pieces, and then we'll play it a couple times, and then we'll be done. All right, Laney's good. Oh, Laney lives down the street from Elizabeth, so who knows what's going on? It's not. I won't blame it on Weld County. How about that? Those of you who don't know, Colorado is divided into two distinct groups. There's the Boulder, Denver area, which includes Aspen, and then everything else in the state. And so from a political perspective, there's the city, and then Hollywood stars up on Aspen, and then the rest of the state. And so Weld County is one of those places that kind of runs a different program than the cities. And so sometimes we think, well, Weld County, oh, they've got issues up there. or more likely everybody will like, Weld County has it right. It's that stupid Boulder, Aspen people that have got it all messed up. So let's talk about Hogwarts. First thing you're going to be dealing with is this bar chord on 7, right? 7 and 9. And then you're going to be bringing your middle finger down to get that 8. And then you're going to slide back to the 5 and put on your F chord. 7, 6, 6. Then you're going to slide back up to the 7, put your 9 on. And then I think it's just easiest to go grab that 3. Doesn't that sound cool? Okay. Hit it twice and then do the whole thing over. Okay. Remember, you're in 6/8 to get started, and then we switch to 3/4 at measure 8. So you're thinking, you're in your head space. 6/8 is quite a bit different feeling than 3/4. In the 6/8 feeling, you're thinking as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 ba ba 2 bum bum 2. Okay, so that's what 6/8 feels like. When you get to 3/4. 1 bum bum 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So you have a very different feeling in terms of the meter is helping you play the song correctly. And so when you get to 8, even though we're finishing up the thought from 6/8, now you want to get after those zeros right away, because now you've changed the meter. You've finished one thought and magically started the next thought. And that's what's really beautiful about this moment, that one measure is serving us two purposes. Okay. I'm just getting circles. I'm running you in circles, Elizabeth. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right. From measure 8, let's go nice and slow. This part of the song isn't terribly difficult to play, but we'll stop when we get to something messy. Okay. So from measure 8, 1, 2, 3. little messy. What I think is probably grabbing the 3 with your middle finger is probably the easiest thing to do. That way you've got 2 and 4 available to you. I've really fought with this measure quite a bit, and I do think probably middle finger. Okay, so be a little aggressive on that. 3 2 4 3 2 0 4 1 3 4, because you're really making this big transition into the whole next idea in the song, and so it gets pretty intense. But probably ring finger on the 3. So let's play it 25. 1 2 3. Talked about this before, okay? And I want you to be one of 2 people, okay? I want you to be an optimistic person or a realistic person. And so what we want to do here, we have that's what the sheet music says, okay? If you are an optimistic person, if you have faith in the future, if you believe in yourself, if you are going to make a difference in the world, you're going to try to play 16th notes. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. That's what you're supposed to play. Bada-bada-bum. Okay. And then keep going after that. If you're a realistic person, you're going to play bum, 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 bum. Okay. Which will mean that either you are way ahead or way behind. I'm going to play it as a realistic person. I do not believe that those 16th notes are playable. However, I have lots of advanced ukulele players here in the city who would choose to disagree. They've yet to prove that they can play it at that speed, but it is something it is a goal, right? So, okay, that's what you're supposed to get out. Probably even faster than that, and you got to get all the way up to 7. Okay, so you're supposed to get all the way up to that 7, and then 5, 8, 5 is normal, but 0, 2, 3, 5 is too hard. Okay, so we're going to be playing it as 8th notes. Just to let you know, we're going to add in an extra beat and make it happen. So when we hit that 3, 0, 2, 3, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5. I gotta probably get your index on 5. So we want to get your ring on that 7. I'm going to make myself a note. I got to get my ring there. So we will be treating it tomorrow as 8th notes. Those of you who are optimistic, those of you who are like, nope, I'm doing 16th notes, do your 16th notes and then wait a beat and let us catch up to you. Okay. So let's go from 25 again and just see what happens. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Back up because I'm doing a bad job here. At 28, you hit that C chord, and then 0, 2, 3, 5, 7. And then you're going to grab this C chord. Okay, then the music changes again. At 33, you really probably are going to want to put on a G chord here, probably. And then lift up your middle finger, ring finger, slide up and put it back down. That's what you're doing there. It sounds really awkward, but it's super cool in the context of the rest of the song. You're just creating this weird sound. Whoops. You do it 3 times, get it close, and then you got a nice resolution. Okay, so from your C chord to your D chord, which is usually wrong in music, but it sounds cool in this case. Okay, and then you remember we put in 3 beats of percussion, 1, 2, 3. We're already playing in 3/4. Now we're playing in 3/8, which is usually much faster, but we're going to slow it down there. You see, I went from whatever speed we were at, I think 100, I dropped the speed down to 60 because it's crazy. You don't need to play this piece fast at all. Okay. Elizabeth said, oh, Kenneth. Okay, Elizabeth is back in. Like, oh, Ken's joining us. That's exciting. All right, so when you get to 37, probably, right? Or if you have a cowbell, clank, 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 something. All right, then you're grabbing your E minor chord at 38, and we're going to do some arpeggios. Bum. Don't go fast. 2, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3. Whoops, I was in late. 2. 2, G chord. 4, F minor. 4. Whatever weirdo chord that is. 2. We're at 64. G chord. 4. F minor. 4. 2, 1. B minor. B flat minor. Okay, and then that's the end of that section. Okay, so slow down a lot, give yourself plenty of space. I will try tomorrow to definitely go at a nice, easy pace there. Get a lot of just awkward finger movements we don't make on a regular basis. And as you figure out this whole week, all these gadgety songs that we're playing, there's all this weird stuff that we don't usually do. So you will probably be fishing around for your fingers quite a bit. And yeah, part of the fun, right? Okay, then when we get to measure 73, we go into 4/4 times. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so again, I've set it at 100, but we'll probably play it slower than that because there's no sense in rushing. So from 73, ready, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let that ring go. That sounds so cool. And again, we're going to do quarter or eighth notes here. B7, and then grab your 4-finger claw, A minor, your 12s. Okay, and so you might want to do harmonics there if you got them, if you can, but otherwise just 12s. Okay. Hey, Sandy, welcome in. I think that's what I know about this. I have been debating. Okay, in the original sheet music, they do end on A minor. But the key is really E minor that you're playing in. And there's a part of me that's like, we should just go with E. We should just clean this up a little bit. So at your house, you can decide. It makes every bit as much sense for this song from 97 to the end. Same exact procedure, but to use an E minor instead of an A minor. I have an A minor because that's what what's his face? What's the name? John does. John Williams does. But I would say from a ukulele perspective and this is really the end of the song perspective, it might be nicer to do that exact pattern in E minor. And then the only difference would be instead of 12s, you're going to play 7s. Okay, so you think about it. You don't have to do it one way or the other. I'm going to play A minors tomorrow, and then I'm going to give it some more think about whether I would rather have E minors here. I'm putting E minor ? Because the problem is you don't have a symphony, and so you can't get away with just overblowing and just kind of being drama. You see you and your ukulele, and it feels incomplete when you get to the A minor. I do think it's cool, and I do think it's probably right, but I'm not necessarily so sure it feels like you're wrapping the song up in a nice, orderly, neat way. That's what my deal in music is. I want everything to line up properly. So think about if you like playing the A minors, that's what's written, and tomorrow I will play the A minors. And then wrapping up on the 12s. Okay, that makes sense, but because that's what the song does. But I also think just by changing it out, instead of an A minor shape, you put an E minor shape on, 2, 3, 4, play the exact same arpeggio pattern. And then when you get to the 12s, instead of playing 12s, you'll just play 7s. It has a more satisfying ending to it. And I think that probably ultimately was what we should have done. By we, I mean me. But I'm trying to be faithful to the idea, and I think I got smarter than I should have. Hey, Linda, welcome in. All right, so we've walked through the whole thing. You know what you're dealing with. You remember it from a few weeks back that you were studying it seriously, and of course you've been playing it every day, so you're probably playing it better than me anyway. But I needed the practice, and so let's play it through it one time. Nice and slow. Let's try not to rush and see how many of the notes we can get. Find those places where you're struggling. Find those places where Gary is struggling. And then we will know what to practice tonight. And tomorrow will be our final Hogwarts medley. And we, as you know, it's Halloween is on Saturday. So this music won't carry over at all. This music had a limited lifespan. Bewitched theme. Work on double check that you've got that tonight and it's going well for you. Played through it a few times. I Dream of Jeannie's theme, Adam's Family theme, and then I'm going to try like heck to finish up Time Warp and get that to you. So rather than playing the Make a Better Bar worksheet and the D minor arpeggio, I'm going to move those out. So keep working on the D minor arpeggio. We're going to play that one next. It's just we're not playing it tomorrow. I'm going to take those two pieces of music out. That will give us time to talk about Time Warp and then play it. And then we will also play Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Adam's Family, and Harry Potter. So it should be a fun day tomorrow. We should have lots of music to keep you busy. And hopefully tonight you will not be bored and you will know what you're supposed to be working on. And then remember, I'm out next week, but that doesn't mean you change your plans. You still come during this time slot. I will post music on the website for you to work on. We're going to switch over to Christmas music. Those of you guys who hate Christmas music, you should know you're now a musician. Okay, that means that your opinion of sheet music, let's put it this way. Your opinion of Christmas or Christmas music is really irrelevant. You're a musician. You will play this. Okay. It's like if you are in the Berlin Philharmonic, it doesn't really matter what you think of Beethoven. You're playing Beethoven. And if it is an American band and it is around the 4th of July, you will be playing John Philip Sousa. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. And so I think the same thing is true of Christmas music. I like it. I like most of it. But I'm kind of like, oh, here we go again type thing with Christmas music. But the one thing that I will tell you is that in terms of ukulele, you're going to not be able to find a book out there that's as good as mine. And I don't mean that in the sense that I'm the greatest thing ever, but I mean that in that I have 10 years of working on this book every single year, just getting more and more and more and better and cleaner and all that stuff. It's really a solid piece of music solid amount of music that you'll be getting. And most of it will be posted right in front on the website. That'll be all the public domain stuff. Some of the more modern stuff I'll probably put behind the member portal. You guys should think about, if you're not a member, becoming a member. What I'm doing here, I think, is worth $25 a quarter, I hope. And it's 25 cents a day, basically, is what it costs to be a member around here. And I'm worth a quarter, peeps. The sheet music alone, I think that you get, it's just not available in books. And so I think that should hopefully encourage you to join as a member. And then on top of that, we might not do only Christmas music through the entire month of November and part of December, but we'll be doing lots of it. And so just know that, as a musician, we end up playing things that we don't care about or we don't necessarily like, but it's good for us. It's not good for us necessarily. It's good for our audience, right? At Christmas time, it's about your audience. And so we do a little bit of Christmas music. My orchestra, if they could just do the purple one, the one with the purple hippo, it's a purple hippo Christmas. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but they do it every single year. They love it, right? And our audience is like, I think they did this last year. So there we go. Valerie says, computer problems today. Been here on YouTube on my TV. Oh, okay. So I'm on Valerie's TV. I'm a TV star now. And Lynn says it's worth it. So stick with it. Okay. I'm worth a quarter. That part we know for sure. When we get into 30 cents range, then we'll talk. But I'm worth a quarter. 20. I think if I did the math right, it's actually 27 cents a day. So I don't know if I should say I'm on quarter. All right. From the top. One time through, this is it. Okay. And then tomorrow we are going to be all Christmas or all Halloween music. You'll be set for Halloween. You go to sit on your front porch and play that. You will scare the children away. Okay. From the top, Hogwarts medley. This is our final rehearsal. And then tomorrow is performance. 1, 2. How'd we do? I hate that ending. I hate that ending. I'm gonna have to rethink that ending altogether. All right, so that's what you got going. So tomorrow, remember tonight, take a little bit of time to dig through our other tunes. Everything's hard this week. Everything, it's all super fun, but it's all super hard too. So Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Addams Family, and Harry Potter. Those you guys already have in your book, so take some time to run through that, and then I will. I'm pretty sure I'll get you time warp out later this evening, possibly first thing in the morning. But I have a little bit of time this afternoon. I don't think I'm overcommitted. Maybe I am, probably. All right. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Otherwise, go forth and scare the world with your ukulele. We're playing the scariest ukulele music I could find. How about that? All right. Sandy, getting there, coming along. That's all we want, right? If we ever get there, when you're shooting for the North Star, if you get to the North Star, then the only thing that happens is depression sets in. You don't ever want to get there, right? Always just keep pushing toward the North Star. Let's see. Lindy says, not too bad. She's pulling it out. Hard is how you get better. Yeah, hard is how you get better, right? That's why all these websites that teach you how to play guitar, they're all like, this is the easy way. You'll be able to play like a rock star in 5 minutes. No, you won't. No, you won't. And that's why I tell you guys right up on the front page, hey, this is the hard way to do it, right? Because that's the good way. All right. Rita says pretty tough. Yep. And Rita, I think give yourself some patience. Be cool with yourself, right? It's pretty tough. And hopefully good. Elizabeth says it's a great piece. You're welcome for all the music. Thank you guys for playing all the music. I wouldn't be here if you weren't here. Barbara, you bet. Lynn, see you tomorrow. Have a lovely afternoon. Fran, I think it was fun. Hard but fun, right? Take it slow, guys. Take it slow, and it'll be there. It'll be there for you. See you tomorrow. Barbara, Lynn, Fran, Cindy. The E minor ending makes so much more sense, but here in the show they end on A minor, and it's because they want to end it weird, right? They want to end it with that unfinished feeling. I know why the A minor is there, but I agree. I think Cindy and I agree. We're put a bow on the end kind of people. Right, Cindy? Are we a bow on the end of people? I think so. Yeah. Jacqueline, I love Harry Potter and I love Hogwarts, and I'm telling you, I've seen all of the shows 50 times, and I don't know. I'll watch them one more time for sure. Lanny, you're welcome. Glad you're here. And Pauline's in for the E minor ending. All right. So what we'll do after tomorrow, we'll make a vote, or we might. I don't know if we'll take a vote. Maybe we'll just change it out. Right. I'll probably post you the E minor ending. Yeah, it's a nice piece. It's a nice piece. Plenty. And guys, it's not just Harry Potter, right? It's classical music by one of the great composers of all time. So you're what you're working on is legit music. Yeah. I mean, your local symphony has played this stuff. That's how good this stuff is. Clay, you're welcome. Linda, see you in baritone. All right. Chris, good to see you too. All right, kids, I'm going to pull the plug. Have a wonderful day. Do good. Be safe. Keep practicing. That's especially tonight, right? You got a concert tomorrow. Keep showing up. Subscribe and like, and I will see all of you guys tomorrow.